how important, obviously, with the game in Pittsburgh, you guys wanted to have a response and a bounce back. How important was this win for you guys?
Yeah, it was huge. Especially against a divisional team again, a team that's chasing us. We found a way to get it done. So to be able to rebound after not a great game there in Pitt, to be able to head back home with some momentum. We got a 3-game homestand that we haven't had that stand in a while, so it's going to be exciting to get back in front of our fans and get to it.
In the third period, when they're just barraging with those shots, and do you feel like you're kind of in a groove and good about it, or would you rather maybe a little bit of break?
We won, so that's all that matters. But yeah, obviously we don't want to be under that much duress. But they were a desperate team, and they threw everything they could at the net, and we would have been doing the same thing if we were in that situation as well. And listen, it wasn't pretty, but we found a way to get it done, and that's all that matters right now. But we also need to learn from it, and we moving on here in this last final stretch before the playoffs. It's to be able to play on our toes even when despite the lead. That's not always going to be the case to come out with the wins if we sit back, but I think we can learn from that, and we'll move on.
And top to bottom, obviously 4 times, all 3D pairs, the goalie. Like, this is kind of a complete victory for you guys.
Yeah, it was a gutsy win. I thought for the most part, for the first 2 periods, it was a pretty solid game. Honestly, they played hard. Columbus, every time we played them, it's a tough game, especially in their building. And I thought for the most part for those 2 periods, it was a pretty solid effort. Obviously, the 2 late goals in the second was huge for us, and we grinded it out.
Thanks, man. Great game. Jesper, obviously the Pittsburgh game is one you guys wanted to put behind you. You got to be happy with the way you guys responded here tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. You have one game, and then just gotta turn the page and go right into the next one. Especially this time of year. Every game means so much that can't hang around too much from the past game. You just gotta move on and win the next one. I think we responded pretty well to that.
Easiest goal you've ever scored in your career, that one?
Yeah, probably up there. Sometimes those bounce in. I think our line did a pretty good job creating scoring chances. I definitely had some good looks before, but sometimes you get those and you just gotta put those in too.
And what did you see from you and Glass? You guys seem to have some good working relationship right now.
I think me, Glasser, and Halsey had a really good game. I think we were moving our feet. We're creating space for each other. I think they were letting me run most of the plays too with the puck, and they did a lot of the heavy working stuff to just create time and space for me and for our whole line. So I think that together with our defensive play and our neutral zone was pretty simple. I think that's why we stayed successful.
How important was Jake Allen, especially in that third period when you guys were kind of hemmed in a bit in your zone?
Yeah, he was huge for us. Games like this, you need your goalie to really be there for you to create that confidence in the group. And he was there all game, especially in that third period. We were really scratching and clawing to hold on to points there, and he was probably the biggest reason we ended up with points.
And last one, you were named the second star of the week. How do you feel your game's kind of coming around, especially this past couple games?
Yeah, it's been all right. Obviously looking to be even better, but obviously just try to stick to my game, try to do whatever I can to try to be my best version every game, and try to be confident with the puck and taking pucks to the net, skating well. So just try every day to be even better.
Obviously, we talked this morning about needing a good reaction and recovering from the Pittsburgh game. Is this exactly what you had in mind?
Yeah, I think for 40 minutes we played a good game. Then at the end, we knew they were going to push, but it definitely wasn't the prettiest way we got this done. But, you got to find ways to win games, and we did that tonight.
And what did you see on your goal on the breakouts?
Yeah, just a quick counterattack. I saw their Ds kind of colliding, and I was able to take some space wide and drive it to the net. Yeah, finish it off.
And what about the play of Jake Allen? Obviously, he really kind of solidified you guys in 45 saves.
Yeah, unbelievable performance by him. Especially there in the third, he was. They were shooting a lot of pucks. They were trying to put everything on net, and he just stayed steady for us, really helping us getting those 2 points.
And what happened in the third? Were you guys kind of on your heels a little bit?
Yeah, we couldn't break out. They obviously applied pressure, but we just didn't execute on the breakouts. We maybe played a little bit on our heels there. We're a little backed up, but still though we battled. We put the effort in. Get out of here with 2 points.
First off, Sheldon, just congratulations on just a gutsy effort. I just love to hear your thought process on this game. First 2 periods, you guys really stuck to your process, and then a desperate team really put it on. What can you say about the way you guys managed to get the 2 points in a game like this?
Yeah, you described it as gutsy. I think that's accurate. You know, it's really ugly. But guys have to compete. Guys are working hard. They're tired. They're giving everything they have. As you mentioned, a desperate opponent coming at us. So they're real aggressive. Lots of pressure. Hard to make any real tape-to-tape passes in that environment. So you're under siege. But goaltending was terrific from Jake Allen, and I thought the guys, despite giving one up, that's sort of the bend don't break type mentality, and I thought earned the 2 points off of that mentality, but probably more importantly, just our play through 2 periods. I thought we controlled things pretty good. Not that we controlled the play necessarily, but we didn't give up very much. We were patient. We got ourselves the lead, and did what we had to do to get the 2 points.
You've been talking a lot about staying patient in that structure and being opportunistic in the offensive zone, and you saw a lot of that in the second period, keeping shots to the perimeter and then going on the other end and getting a pair of goals in under a minute. Just that stretch of time in the second, particularly to weather that storm.
Yeah, I thought the last 10 minutes of the second period, roughly that amount of time, were really good for us. It's second period has been our period. I think we've been as good or better than anybody in the league in the second period. So. That was on display again, and it took us a little bit to get to that in the second. Jake had a couple saves for us there, but I thought by and large in the first period there's not a lot that we're giving up against, and I thought we did enough to manage the game, and great game-breaking play by Timo Meier to get us going, but. There's some things happened before that to set that up, to give him that kind of gap, offensive gap and speed differential to attack the net. So, it's a great recipe. As ugly as it is in the third period, it's a great recipe. And listen, it's going to be ugly. That's just the reality. But we got to find ways, different ways, and different nights. And today it was a gutsy effort.
There was a shift there, like about 4 or 5 minutes to go in the game, where Pally and Tomas Tatar and Dawson Mercer ate up like a minute and a half in the offensive zone and along the wall. How much did that help get you to the end of the game there? Yeah,
it's huge. That's what you're looking for in a third period, is more of that. It took us a long time to get to that point. I mean, we had a couple of real good chances off the rush where we kind of got in behind them. Timo had one. Cotter had a real clean look. But that shift, I agree, coming after their first goal, sort of took certainly ate some clock, but took some wind out of their sails a little bit. Made it harder for them to get their goaltender out. Some of their best people were on the ice during that time, having to play D-zone. So that's really the recipe when you're protecting a lead in the third period. It was a job well done by that line.
What did you see from Timo Meier? Gets another goal. Obviously got things going there in the second period.
Yeah, as I mentioned, that's big-time stuff. I mean, he recognizes he's got the D in transition there, and strong and hard to the net, and then a big time finish. That's what you need. That's what you're hoping for. You play a good, patient game, and when your opportunity comes, you hope you make good on it. I thought we had some opportunities in the first period that didn't quite go our way. We missed the net. We missed them in net way too much early in the game, but you need your best players to step up for you, and that's a huge goal from Timo.
Do you like the response for coming off of that Pittsburgh game? We're talking about the mindset going into this one.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, we knew we were playing a desperate team here, with Columbus, and it's another road game. It's hard to beat a team twice in a row. We played these guys twice in a week here, and coming into their building, we knew this was going to be a tough game. It was going to take some mental toughness and some competitiveness and all those types of things, but intelligence at the same time. So again, as ugly as that third period is, there's things we'd like to do better there, and we'll watch that back and try to be better next time. But overall, I thought the guys were very committed to the task at hand, and our full marks for the 2 points.